Connection established.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is day 17 of the Millionaire Memecoin Mindset series. I apologize for not uploading day 17 yesterday. I kind of ran into some issues, so forgive me. Today will be a double upload. I'll upload day 17 and day 18 today. I'll spread them out a couple hours so you have some time, but expect both videos today, right? So right now you're watching 17, expect day 18 in a couple hours on the channel uploaded, or it might already be uploaded depending on when you're watching this. So without further ado, today's discussion will be on kind of a different approach to it. I want us to look back at all the things we've learned and being grateful for all the lessons we've learned and kind of understanding how far we've come from when we started and how close to profitability we really are, and to never be discouraged. And I'll share some stories of me really being down bad, as you can say in American slang, but more so just not being profitable, losing a lot of money, but not giving up, and to where I ended up right now. So we'll discuss that. So if you do need Axiom, sign up using the VIP link in the bio. You will get the ultimate and the biggest trading fee discount. It's the highest discount link anywhere, so use that if you need it. And let's get into the video. Today's video, I wanted to kind of pivot and discuss more so a more positive video today. So recently our past videos have been about, oh, you suck, right? Don't talk to yourself like that, but you're doing all these wrong things, etc., what you need to work on to get better. So in this video, I want us to just kind of take a step back and identify how far we've come since we've started trading. You might not be profitable yet. You might be just break even. You might still be losing. But I want us to compare from the first day or first week we've started trading. And maybe you've only been doing this for a week or two and you're like, well, I still suck. That's okay, because I'm going to ask all the people who have been in the space longer, for a month, 2, 3, however long, to share their stories down below. If you guys and girls would love to, I would really appreciate that, because it would help to motivate the people that are just starting out and having some concerns. So if you are confident or just want to share, I would really appreciate you sharing your story. You know, you don't have to be profitable, just sharing the progress you've made, because I think it's very important as a community for all of us to share all the progress we're making. Because when you start out, you are learning a lot, but because you're learning a lot, you're making lots of mistakes and you're losing. And that is perfectly fine, because no one comes into this making money instantly, okay? Unless they're just a developer and they're scamming and rugging, right? But as traders, no one comes into this and makes money immediately. We pay for our mistakes through lessons, and we learn things about ourselves. And so as we progress, say month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, month 6, everyone has a different timeline, right? Someone can reach profitability month 2, someone can reach profitability month 6, someone might take a full year, right? It took me like 4 months, 3-4 months of like 12, 13 hours a day to reach any sort of profitability. And so people need to understand that. You all need to understand that. And so today's video, I want us to look back on everything we've learned. So if you can, get a piece of paper out or just open up a file on your computer or your phone, whatever it is, or just the notes app, and just jot down how far you've come. It could be 2 months, 1 week, whatever it is, how you were trading in the first week or first couple days, right? What mistakes you were doing, how much you were losing. And you still might be losing the same amount, but you're learning a lot more. It seems kind of weird, but trading is an exponential learning graph. So in the beginning, you're learning a lot, but you're not making any progress. Absolutely none. You're just losing, right? Then you start learning a little bit more, making less mistakes, which is 99% of the issue. You make less mistakes, and then your graph starts to turn up. You start reaching towards break even, right? So let's say we start at 0, we go a little negative, right? Over a course of period of time. And then you start reaching break even status, where you're not making the same mistakes anymore. You're not doing anything exceptional. You're not winning crazy plays, but you're slowly curling break even, right? You're at 0 profit, 0 losses after a certain period of time once you're winning. And then you kind of hit this profitability mark where you just explode, and you hit a couple 1, 2, 3 really good trades. They put you into profitability, and you get this confidence about your skill set and how you're trading. And that's really where the breakthrough usually happens, is because that's when you gain the confidence in yourself and the ability to know, hey, I can do this. None of these other guys who are doing this are special in any shape or form, because no one is special. I mean, you don't wake up or be born the Michael Jordan of trading or whatever BS you want to make up. No one is. It's hard work, it's discipline, and learning your mental. And so when you get that first couple trades that pump you into profitability, you get this confidence and you gain it, and you understand that all the hard work you've been doing, the habits, the journaling, all that stuff's actually been what's been propelling you forward, and you keep doing it. And then it's just exponential growth, like a graph, right? It just goes straight up with rapid acceleration. And that's what we're looking for. 99% of people are in the 0 negative to break even stage, right? They haven't experienced that exponential growth yet. There's a couple in the Discord that are starting to experience it, and I love that for them, because it's amazing to see their journey. And they've been, in the Discord for a couple months now, which is great. And they'll show you. I mean, they've showed me their journals. They showed the chats, their journals and all that. And I love to see it because they're actually putting in the work. And that's why they're starting to see that growth in their portfolio. And so that's what you need to realize is identify how far you've come and realize that to get to where you want to go, you need to do things you haven't been doing, because you won't get to point B without getting through point A. So point A is usually losing and just learning all these mistakes and what not to do. You can't achieve point B, profitability, without going through all of the pain of point A. You have to understand your journey is different than everyone else's. So yours is a different timeline. Yours might have more zigzags. Yours might have more ups and downs in your portfolio, right? Yours might not be as straight up or as consistent. But that's okay, because you have to just identify and look back. If you're in the middle between point A and point B, just look back like, dang, I've gone this far so much. I've learned this much. I've gone this far. This is an incredible journey, because sooner than later, you're going to be at point B and you're going to miss the process of kind of being in the middle, because that's when all the fun is. The excitement is when you're about to start hitting some trades and start getting into profit. That's when the excitement is, when you're starting to hit your first profitable trades on your entire account, not just trades, but the entire account starting to turn green. That's when the most excitement is, most passion for trading. After you make a lot more money, it's not as enjoyable because it just becomes a routine. It becomes more kind of like a job. You're just in and out, just clicking buttons. It's just like a subconscious nature to you. And you lose that passion and interest and happiness you had for it. And so that's why I encourage you, look back to where you started and to where you are now. Be grateful for everything you've learned. You've come a very long way, and you do want the best for yourself because you're watching these mindset videos, which, by the way, no one wants to watch if you guys compare the views, right? No one wants to watch these because they're not glamorous. They're not, clickbait, the best strategy for meme coin trading ever, 157% win rate, make 500 Solana a trade with this secret insider strategy, because it's not clickbait. It's not BS to lie to you, right? Because some of my strategy videos, I embellish the title a little bit and clickbait a little bit, because I know that's what people want, and that's the only way I'm going to get a lot of views on a really good strategy. Because if I'll do a normal title, no one's going to watch it and they're going to miss out on a really good strategy. And then I'm going to still get DMs about, oh, hey, this strategy, what is it? Like, watch the video. That's why I clickbait, so more people watch, so they don't DM me about strategies. So anyways, be grateful for how far you've come, because a lot of people look forward too much and don't appreciate the journey and the path that they've taken. Because if you're not enjoying the journey of getting better about yourself, getting better at trading, learning how you tick and what mistakes you're doing and how to prevent them, then you're not going to make it, because you're doing it forcefully just for profits. You're not learning and kind of doing it for the passion of being better. And so that's why the whole point of today's video is to be happy about the journey and the changes you're making, because it's not a quick process. All right. The fact that you're even going through this process and not giving up is an applaud from me to you. So I really want you guys to be happy about yourselves. Don't give up, right? Because a lot of people give up the second they see failure in life. They cut their losses quick. But trading is one of those professions. I can't speak on others because I only trade, but trading is one of those professions where you cannot quit when you're seeing losses. You cannot, because you're just not going to make it, because everyone loses unless you're an insider or someone, like whatever. But those don't really exist. Those are just, groups. But it doesn't exist. Everyone loses and everyone goes through this pain. It's just the best traders, the most successful ones, didn't care about the risk associated. They wanted success at any way possible. I'll give you an example. When I was trading futures, I wanted it so bad a couple years ago, so bad that I maxed out my credit cards and took out the money to trade with for NASDAQ and futures. I took out all the money and I went negative 45 or 55K, $1,000 US dollars, negative 45,000 or negative 55,000 US dollars in debt to learn how to trade. I didn't give up when I was at zero. I had $0 in my bank account, right? And my credit cards and everything. And I was like, I'm not going to give up. What did I do? I maxed out all my cards and went to trading, and I lost all of it. I lost all 50 grand, went negative 50K in debt. Look where I am now. That was about a year and a half, 2 years ago. I don't remember. Look where I am now. What would have happened? Think about this. Where do you think I'd be right now if when I lost that negative 50 grand, I threw out my computers, threw out my keyboards, my mouse, everything, and never done trading again? Where do you think I'd be right now? Well, I'll tell you, first thing, I'd be negative 50K in debt. I mean, sure, I'd probably be working a banking job in Manhattan for my finance degree, but I'd be negative 50K in debt, nowhere near the money I have now. And that's a testament of my story and how profound not giving up is with discipline. Because there's such a thing as not giving up, but half-assing it. Half-assing it is unacceptable. You really need to want it. It's how bad you want it. And I want you to ask yourself this. If you're struggling right now or you're reaching break even and you're not seeing growth, ask yourself this. If I quit right now, will I regret this for the rest of my life? And if you say yes, I'll regret it, then you have absolutely no excuse to not give it a your all. Because personally for me, you saw the way I went out. I was negative 50K. I would rather be negative 50K and say I gave trading a shot and it didn't work out 2-3 years ago, whenever it was, than be zeroed in debt and say, I wonder if I'm good at trading. Because if I never tried trading and took on those significant losses, I wouldn't see the significant profits. Because everyone wants just a straight green graph. That doesn't exist, guys and girls. That doesn't exist. You need to be able to withstand all of the losses and have your chin up, your chest up, and look forward and identify this is a journey. I'm grateful for all the progress I'm making, and be positive about how much better you're getting. Because far too many people are sticklers on themselves for how bad they are and the bad stuff they're doing, but not the good stuff. Don't get an ego because you're still negative or you're still barely making any money. So don't get an ego thinking you're good, but understand how far you've come in this journey and be motivated, because the closer and closer and closer you are to getting to zero and break even is the closer you are to making a lot of money. Because the downhill, when you first begin, after you get above that and you start seeing some green, I'm telling you, the growth is exponential and you'll see it for yourself. What took you 3 months maybe to make $1,000 will take you maybe 2 weeks, and then a week, and then a day, and then an hour, and then it'll just grow. And so that's why I'm going to reiterate, be grateful for what you're learning, be grateful of your journey, be positive. Look back at how much you've learned since you've come into the space. And once again, for the viewers watching, if you don't mind sharing your story, you don't have to be specific with details like, oh, I made X amount of money from this. Just share your story, how long you've been in the space. If you want to share details, numbers, please do. Feel free. You know, if some of you are millionaires, who knows, maybe you're watching, you don't have to share your whole amount, right? I know safety reasons in crypto is a big thing. So just share whatever you'd like if you choose to do so. I would really appreciate it. It would motivate everyone in this community, and even me. I might hear some stories that are like, wow, I need to get back to my roots. And so, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. If you do need Axiom, link is in the bio. Get it. Cheapest discount and trading fees in the space. I hope you enjoyed. Hope I taught you something, or you learned something, or you just enjoyed me talking relentlessly as I usually do. And yeah, love you all. Talk to you soon. Join the Discord. We're being very active in the Discord. I'm going to be very strict in the Discord starting now. No more BS. No more talking about whatever you're talking about. We're locked in. You know, I want us all to make money. And that starts from me being very strict in the Discord, because I've been very easy, very nice, very lax in there with not many rules. Not anymore. It's a new group. All right. 14,000 people. We're making it super active, and I'm making sure it's the best free group for meme coins in the entire space. And I'm going to make sure it happens. And I want you all to be there. I want you all to make money with me. I'll try my best to be the most active person in there. Of course, I have, you know, videos and all this stuff, so I can't be there 24/7. However, join up. If you're already in there, be active. I will start kicking people out within the next couple of days if they're not active, because I don't need 14,000 coaches in there doing nothing, just observing, or just not even having the Discord open. All right. So love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.